And we're expecting temperatures to eventually get warmer. Not the case for now. We'll have your forecast for the rest of the week ahead.
Wednesday, May 27th. I'm Sharon Tay.
Good morning. I'm Rick Garcia. Stephanie Simmons and Evelyn Taft are also here with the morning traffic and weather together.
Good morning, you guys. 6 o'clock is the time right now. It is foggy outside. And I'm talking really foggy. A little bit of drizzle, that marine layer, very dense, near average temperatures, and we do have some warm on the way. As we get a look at temperatures right now, 50s and 60s as you start your morning, and you will see your hour-by-hour forecast showing temperatures eventually hitting the 70s by the late afternoon hours. So we're mostly looking at 70s and 60s with a few exceptions, especially in the high desert where we're going to remain above that marine layer, above the clouds. Palmdale coming in at 85, Wrightwood 72, Burbank 74, and Irvine also coming in at 74 degrees. Time right now is 6:01. We're going to check the roads. And a look from our Malibu camera right now. You're going to see quite a bit of cloud cover this morning. We're going to let you know what the rest of the day is going to look like and your weekend ahead.
Just sit yours. And where's Mama? Where's Mama?
I'm sure not too far off, right?
Hopefully not by the cameraman.
Yeah, that too. They look like little dogs that could really balance. Days, that marine layer still hanging pretty strong, very thick, and it could stick around along the coast later today, even though we are expecting some clearing a little further inland. So that marine layer currently at 2,400 feet. Yesterday we were at 2,800 feet, so sort of similar today. It's not as dense, but pretty close, and it's going to be pretty slow to clear. A little bit of drizzle produced from it, near average temperatures later today, and warmer temperatures ahead. So we do have partly cloudy skies later this afternoon, expecting to see 70s in the basin, 60s at the coast as we head to the mountains, 60s and 70s, and the high desert in the 80s as we head to Palm Desert. We're expecting 90s, 95 for you, 84 in the Apple Valley, 69 Big Bear, 79 as we head to Riverside. As we head to Orange County, you're going to see a mix of 60s and 70s, and as we head back up to the high desert, you're going to see more 80s, 85 in Palmdale, so that's one of our hot spots today. 86 in Lancaster, Calabasas 74, and Oxnard coming in at 67 later today. And as we get a look at your 7-day microclimate forecast, temperatures continuing to stay in the same range through today, through tomorrow. Warmer by Friday. You're really going to start to feel a difference by Friday and your weekend. We're expecting 80s, could even see some 90s. Take a look at how close we're getting in a few days for the high desert and for the IE, and then cooling down by your Monday and Tuesday. Time right now 6:19. Let's check the roads with Stephanie. And looking at quite a bit of a marine layer today, but changes in the forecast. We'll break it down. That's what happens when you're off a day and you think it's Tuesday and it's all confusing. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. I hope we understand each other, right? Okay, we've got low clouds and fog this morning, a very thick marine layer. Average temperatures, and eventually some serious warming on the way as we head into the weekend, starting to feel like summer very soon here. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s as you start your morning and get out the door. And grab a light jacket, though. By the afternoon, though, quite mild to warm. Temperatures in the 70s, 73 degrees. We are expecting mostly sunny skies. By 5 o'clock, we are expecting temperatures to get a little cooler and a return of the marine layer in the overnight hours. You'll see temperatures later today in the 60s, 70s, and a few spots hitting the 80s because we're expecting a little more sunshine. Spots like Palmdale up to 85, 79 in Riverside, and Burbank 74. We're going to have a look at your full forecast coming up, but right now it's 6:30 and we want to check the roads with Stephanie.
You got it.
All right, we're getting a look outside right now. Long Beach, pretty gray, a little bit of drizzle produced from all that cloud cover, and a warm up in store. We'll have your full forecast ahead. If I'm awake, I'll watch, but I'll definitely watch one way or another, and hopefully you will too. All right, we're getting a look at our Blue Ridge camera right now. You will see 59 degrees, a lot of sunshine in this shot, but let me tell you, we are not expecting to see a whole lot of sunshine, especially along the coast. Right now, it's very gray. That marine layer is about 2,400 feet, near average temperatures, and warmer temperatures ahead. 73 later this afternoon, partly cloudy skies, and you'll see today's highs looking like this. Irvine 74, Northridge 79, Big Bear 69, and Palmdale 85 degrees. And as we get a look at the IE, you'll see temperatures in the 70s, 77 in Menifee, 77 Lake Elsinore, and 79 in Riverside. We are flirting with the 80s as we take it to Orange County, a mix of 60s and 70s, 72 in Anaheim and 74 in Irvine. Heading to Santa Monica, 69, 73 downtown, and 79 as we head to San Fernando. The high desert, a little warmer in the 80s, expecting more sunshine, 86 for us in Lancaster. And as we get a look at your 7-day microclimate forecast right here, here. You're going to see temperatures continuing to stay in the 70s over the next few days, but going from the low 70s to the upper 70s for the basin. The beaches in the 60s and 70s, the valleys 70s and 80s with plenty of sunshine, especially as we head into the weekend. That's when things are really going to warm up. We're going to get a look at one more 70s, see a mix of 80s and 90s at least through your Sunday, cooler by next week. 6:51 is the time right now. Let's check those roads with Stephanie. Sharon, we're taking you right to radar where we're still tracking severe weather right there through parts of New Orleans, Louisiana, into Mississippi, into Tennessee, the Ohio Valley, and parts of the Northeast, expecting to see some of the severe activity as well. We could see thunderstorms, we could see tornadoes, large hail, and we're also expecting to potentially see very gusty winds as well. So we will continue to monitor conditions, still expecting maybe some rain through parts of Texas as well. Let's take a look at your weather headlines here at home. I do want to talk about what we can expect over the next few days. Low clouds and fog this morning, still pretty socked in. We're going to see some clearing by the afternoon, near average temperatures, and eventually a warm up on the way. Temperatures right now as you kick off your day in the 60s as you step outside, and your hour by hour forecast showing temperatures eventually getting up to the 70s. Rick.
Sometimes, right?
Oh, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks exhilarating.
I'll give it a chance. You have to see it to make a
decision. Exactly. Exactly.
Anyway.
Still gloomy out there,
Yes,
you
it
guys.
is.
Yep.
If you've been outside this morning.
May
And
gray.
it feels like May gray. I mean, it's really here, May gray.
I just invented that, by the way. You can use that if you like.
That is so clever. Whoever thought of that? Rick. Basin and in our inland valleys. People are still hanging out outside, though, hanging out at the beach. A look at our Saddle Peak camera in Malibu. Take a look at that fog. Usually we see the ocean in this shot. We are not seeing anything. Still a beautiful shot, though. So the fog really continuing to stick around. That marine layer was about 2,400 feet this morning. A little bit of drizzle here and there as a result. Near average temperatures by the afternoon once we do see some clearing and warmer temperatures ahead. As we get a look at your afternoon, you will see 73 degrees under partly cloudy skies and a sampling of today's high, 60s and 70s for the most part. The high desert, a little sunnier, a little warmer. Palmdale coming in at 85. The IE in the 70s, 77, Lake Elsinore 77 in Menifee as we head to Hemet, 81, Riverside 79 as we head to Orange County. You're going to see a mix of 60s and 70s. 74 in Irvine, Mission Viejo at 74 degrees as we check in with downtown, 73. San Fernando 79 and Lancaster coming in at 86 degrees. So warmer in the high desert, but everybody else pretty much hanging out in the 60s and the 70s for now. As we get a look at your 7-day microclimate forecast, you'll see that right here, 70s for the next few days, 60s for the beaches, turning to the 70s, the valleys. This is where it really starts to heat up. We start in the 70s for today, then we get to the 80s, then we start flirting with the 90s by the weekend, and we could get there in some of our valley locations, the IE particularly weekend, and then starting to cool down a little bit by your Monday and Tuesday. We will see a return of that marine layer for the lower elevations, especially for the basin, beaches, and some of our inland valleys. Rick and Sharon.
Get out of the street, you kids.
So cute.
Thanks for watching CBS 2 News at 11 a.m. Remember, we're always on at cbsla.com.
Yeah, be sure to check.